Hi everybody, Susan here with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. I have a stampin' show and tell for you today. And let's start off by saying Happy January! It's the beginning of the month. So, we today are going to be talking about the card candy kits, and I'm going to put together 3 samples for you, I believe, is what I'm going to try to do in our time here. And what it is my customer appreciation to my customers who stamp with me, shop with me, or simply create and share with me each month. I send them a customer appreciation card candy kit. And so this month I sent them samples of the Petal Promenade Designer Series paper, and I sent them samples of the Friendly Expressions stamp set for them to create cards with. So if you want to be one of my VIP stampers, just contact me. I'm happy to send out card kits. As long as you play, you get another one. So it's that simple. You don't have to buy anything to play. I'm happy to send you samples of fun and new product, and to have you create and share with me and all the others that subscribe to the show and tell news. It's really that simple. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Here is the first kit sample of what I sent out. This one is using Petal Pink cardstock and Petal Pink ribbon from the Metallic Duo. I've got a sample of the DSP, and then what I did is I stamped with Memento black on vellum. I heat set it so it wouldn't smudge, and this one says congratulations to you. So let's go ahead and put a sample together for this. So now these are slightly planned out cards in my head, so they may not turn out exactly the way I intend, but we'll see how it goes. Kind of stamping on the fly. So what I think I want to do with this one is I want to line the DSP kind of down the middle, because I love all those colors and flowers. We're going to put the sentiment across here, and then I think what I want to do is use the ribbon to kind of border that in. So since I'm going to wrap my ribbon around the DSP, I want to reinforce it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little snail on the back. And then I'm going to put, this is just a piece of Whisper White cardstock, I'm just going to put this on the back just to reinforce it. Now I've cut it down maybe a 1/16 of an inch smaller than my DSP piece because I don't want it to peek out. I want it to be hidden. But now it's nice and firm. So if I put that on and I wrap my ribbon, I'm not going to have any trouble with the paper bending or ripping. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my congratulations. Now with vellum, as you know, if you put adhesive on it, you're going to see it, but I'm going to put it right behind my word. So I think it will be concealed. I'm going to put it about there, I think. Now I'm going to use my grid paper, line this all up nice and square. I love the grid paper. It's a great tool, and it helps us keep everything nice and neat. Now, my vellum is a little long, so I'm going to flip it over and just use my paper snips and trim the edge. So when I send out kits, it is totally a free-for-all as far as what you create with it. You can add to it from your collection. You can change it if you'd like. The idea is just to get some new fun samples out to everybody. Sometimes it's easier to appreciate the product when you can actually see it, touch it, use it, feel it. So, alright, now I'm just going to cut 2 pieces of ribbon here. Like I said, we're going to wrap it and create a border on our sentiment. Okay? So, again, I'm just going to put some snail along the edge of the back, and now I'm just going to wrap it across the top of my vellum piece. And I'm just tucking it behind into that snail that I adhered to the back. See? Let's do it again. The nice thing about this Metallic Duo ribbon is it's got this fun little sheen to it, hence the metallic in its name. But it just adds a little bit of sparkle to our projects. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and snail it down. I could pop it up on dimensionals, but I want to really be able to adhere that ribbon in behind. I don't want it to pop out. I'm just going to put a little adhesive over that ribbon. And now this is going to run right down the center of my card. Take your time, line it up. Okay, there's that, and now I even have a little piece of scrap. If I want to, I could add a little bow. Let's see, do I actually want to tie the bow? So I call that my bunny ear, just 2 loops and tie it. That works. Piece is long enough. Just your ends. I am fighting a cold, if you can tell by my garbly voice. Sorry today. It's about the best it gets. Ends together, give it a trim. Yeah, we'll put that on. So, add a little glue dot, pull it off, put it on, and I'm going to put it right over. And there we go. There is our first card candy sample. So that went together pretty easy. Happy with that. Alright, number 2. So this one I am using Grapefruit Grove as my cardstock. Here's my sentiment again. This one I used my scallop circles and I cut out the wreath. So, and then I've also cut this piece down so I have a little framing around the edges. Alright, so let's go ahead and fold our cardstock and give it a good crease with our bone folder. Oh, that's pretty too. Let's see. Here's what it looks like with the back side. I'm going to go with flowers. I really like the flowers. Here it is with the flowers. That's going to go on top. Alright, so let's go ahead and adhere this piece down. Alright, there's that. Actually, I think I'm going to turn this one this way. So, now, like I said, I've cut this with this scalloped edge. And I'm going to put this right over the top, but I don't want square over circle, right? So I'm going to bring in my 2 1/4 inch punch. Slide this in here, if it cooperates, and I'm just going to punch out a circle. Now, I'm going to put that right over the top. Again, I'm going to put my adhesive right behind my word, put a little bit more on the edges, just so it stays down. I'll put that on my wreath. Let's see, where do I want my flowers? Over there? Sure, over there. So, put this on. And then this is going to go on our card. I like that. This time I am going to pop it up on dimensionals though. Give it a little more pop, so to speak. Right about there. Alright, and then I do have my Grapefruit Grove ribbon. I don't know that we need it. You could add it. You want to add it? Yeah, why not? Alright, so I think I'm going to hide it behind there. So 1, 2, just a little. So what I'm going to do is get a glue dot. Let's stick it under here and put one end on that glue dot. Okay. Now I'm going to wrap this through my card and come back. Right? And I'll put another glue dot under there. This is a great way of getting away from tying a bow. If you're bow challenged but you want to add ribbon to your cards, it's a great way to add it and not have to tie. And then I'm just going to slip this under trim off the tail. So we have a little bit of ribbon, a little texture, but it's good to go. All right, so there's number 2. Let's move on to number 3. So here is the third sample. This one was powder pink, and I said powder pink ribbon, and this beautiful pink floral paper, and it's got this really fun marble on the back. And this one I also cut down with my scallop circle. Now, a second card challenge that I put out for my customers is a case challenge. And I usually borrow a sketch from one of the other various blogs. Today, this month, I'm going to borrow the Fab Friday sketch. A nice simple card with a element here and then some sort of border down there. And a sketch is just a starting point, okay? It's not a rule. You don't have to make it look exactly like it is. So let me start working. So we could do, I typically do DSP, and then we could put this on there and maybe we flip it over. All right, we could do that. But I think what I want to do is we have a new embossing folder. So how many of you have stamped long enough to remember our textured cardstock? Well, we now have a folder called Subtle Dynamic Textured Embossing Folder. And what it does is it creates that textured cardstock feel that we all had for a few years back. So what I'm going to do is I'm running this through the Big Shot and just put a texture on it for all of us, and I think I'm going to do the texture instead of that big piece of DSP. So let me get this ready. There's my well-used Big Shot. Now you notice on the folder it's got this straightening line. Okay, that's great if you're putting a piece in that you're then going to put onto a project, so you can line up the edge of your cardstock, right, with that. Now I suppose if you wanted to emboss the entire thing, seeing how this is kind of that in texture folder, you could do that, but I only want to texture the front. So I'm going to open my cardstock up. I'm going to put my cardstock in. Alright, now I'm not going to fold it over like a big crease, but I'm going to just put it on the edge there. Now I'm going to put this in. Let's see if it stays. Alright. Put this in. This one, oh, is that a thick one? It is a thick one. It's a thick folder. We only need one plate on top. So, one more time. Straighten our paper. Lay it down on the board. Hold it. Put your top plate on. Now we'll run it through. Let's see. And there we go. Just a very subtle texture to the card. Okay, it's very subtle. You probably can't see it on the video. It's very subtle, but it's there. So it just adds a little bit of texture to the card. So now let's see. I have this, all right? So I cut that. I got my thanks. I think I'm going to go ahead and punch that out like I did the last one. Come on, let's cooperate. Doesn't want to come out. Oh no! Come on, be nice. Working here. There we go. Alright, so I've got this, I've got that. Now I think I'm just going to use this piece here. And that's going to go like that. It's going to go on top. And we're going to have our simple case of that sketch from Fab Friday. So here's the sketch again. See, I really kind of copied it just the way it is, but it's really pretty and it's not too busy. So let's go ahead and put this together. So first I'm going to put my little strip of DSP on here. Use that grid paper to square things up helps. Alright, and I'll add my thanks. Yeah, I had my snail behind the word. Just going to center that on there. Then I'll do my dimensionals again. Isn't that fun, foily looking paper on the back? And I'll put this here. I think I'll leave it as simple as that. I don't think I'll even add room into that one. So, there we go. 3 cards for the card candy challenge for this week, for this month I should say, and a sample using the Fab Friday sketch to create this card. This one's similar, I just didn't put that banner, although you could kind of count the ribbon as the banner, so maybe 2 that kind of give you ideas on how to use the Fab Friday sketch. So, alright, so a couple of things. It is the beginning of January. The Fall Occasions Catalog, this one, ends today. So if you need stuff out of this catalog that's not going to carry over, and I have a carryover list on my newsletter so you can get what's going to stay around, get an order today, because once they're retired, gone is gone. Sometimes you might see some of the embellishments pop up in the clearance rack in a few months, but the stamp sets, the dies, will be gone. So don't forget, get your last orders in for those. And then tomorrow, hooray hooray, we start with the Spring Occasions Catalog and the Celebration Sale, where for every $50 you spend, you get something free. So Celebration's a lot of fun. So we'll be playing with stuff from these catalogs starting next week, I think. So, lots going on for the beginning of the month. And like I said, I am doing a VIP drawing at the end of each month. And this year I've got 5 different ways you can earn an entry spot, and you can earn multiple entry spots throughout the month. The first way is to shop online with me. Here's the host code, so shop at my store, get your goodies, use the host code, and if you're shopping with me, you get entered as a spot in my drawing. Secondly would be to get and create with the card candy. Okay, submit your cards by email and I share them on the show and tell. The third way is to do something with the case challenge. Okay, use anything in your collection, doesn't matter if it's Stampin' Up or not. So again, snap a photo, send it to me, share it on the show and tell. You earn a spot in the drawing. The fourth way is to send me mail. Fill my mailbox. I love getting mail. I'd love to see what you're making. Again, I'll share those cards on the show and tell, but you'll earn another spot in the drawing. And lastly, visit my Facebook page, Pumpkin Hill Stampers, and comment and share on one of my posts throughout the month or multiple posts throughout the month. Each time you comment and share, you earn another spot in the drawing. And then at the end of the month, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one winner. I'll draw randomly, and that person will get free shipping on their next order. So free shipping is always a good thing. So if you want to get in on that prize, participate in the VIP program. All right, everybody. I think that's probably enough for today. I hope you enjoyed the card samples I created for you today. Your card candy kits should be arriving in the mail. And again, if you're not already on my card candy list and you want to participate, just shoot me an email and I'm happy to send you out a kit so that you can play with us too. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you on Friday and we'll start to celebrate. All right, guys, have a great day. Do some fun stamping. Bye-bye.